How's it going, guys? This is the Prince of Cards. Jason is here with a quick discussion for you guys. So today I recently just decided I should go to the World Championship qualifier, which is Nationals this year in Detroit. Uh, so I decided to go maybe an hour ago. So I started thinking, what deck should I play? So I figured I'd make a video for you guys showing you the decks I'm running through my head that they're gonna be the best decks at Nats. Let me add one real quick. I just thought of another one. I don't know how I forgot it. There we go. Okay. Well, and I was running through the different decks of the format because I looked up in the ban list. The new ban list comes out, and it's actually the day after Nationals. So it's we're still going to be in this format, which I think is actually kind of good because I really like this format, and I like the idea that I can test this entire format for the next month to figure out what I want to play. So I'm going to run through a few deck ideas and explain each of them why I think they're really good. We'll go deck by deck, and then I'll let you guys can comment. Let me know what you think and all that stuff. First deck I got is Gergia. This is probably This is probably the strongest deck that I'm gonna go with because I really like Gergia. I just never want to spend the money on Gergia, even though now that Gearx is super, it's a lot cheaper. But it's such a solid deck. It can play so many different tech cards. It has so much room for the changing up the trap lineup. It can make any rank 4 pretty much. The deck's just really good. It's a really good toolbox rank 4 deck. And it's a really good place just sitting on armor and just waiting because it's hard to get over the 1900 defense without them special summoning and then running into your back row. So that's always an option for me. I really like that deck. Next I got Boujins. Not one of my personal favorites, but I have to admit it's a very good deck. Pretty much Yamato Kaiser with Turtle and Hair Engrave is pretty much game. That's pretty much all there is to it. I really just like this deck a lot, and I find it really good. And it just shows this deck, it tops almost every tournament. I think there's always one Boujin deck, one or two Boujin decks, even more usually. I really like the deck. Another deck that can make a lot of easy rank 4s. Usually don't overlay the Yamato that much, but you can. Susanoo's an amazing card. Tenki's still at 3, so everything is searchable. Well, he's searchable, which means everything is searchable. Next thing I got is E-Dragons, or Plant Ruler, any variant of Dragon Rulers. The deck's just strong. I mean, this deck has been through ban list hell and back. This is our third format with the deck. They are trying so hard to kill it. They've hit it with everything they got. They killed the babies, hit the big ones to 1, and this deck is these are still 4 of the strongest cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whether it be the Mythic build or the Plant Ruler build, I'd probably go with the Plant Ruler build though, because I do like it a lot better than the Mythic Ruler build. I like it a lot. Just the fact that you can just summon an E-Dragon and swing. They're all big. I think let's think about this. Redox is obviously the smallest, but he has that big ass of 3K. But the lowest attack besides Redox is 2400, all the way up to 2800 Blaster. You can get over pretty much any monster. The deck's really good. It's another strong option for me that I might want to play. Then I have Dolces. I do like Dolces. I just can't play the deck. So anytime I play the deck, I open up complete trash. My hand's always one gelato and a bunch of useless cards, and then a trap card. I open I'll draw gelato, double summon, ticket, not ticket, chateau, and then an MST and maybe a trap card, and that's my hand. And then my opponent just beats me. But I do like the deck a lot. The Tiara Machine is probably one of the best XYZs in the game. The fact that she doesn't target is absolutely nuts. It makes Yamato its bitch. Leo can die and go back to the extra deck. It doesn't matter. It's so good right now. Next I have Artefacts, or Artifact Hands, Artifact Trap Tricks, any variant really. I prefer. I'll go into that in a little bit. Hold on. Artifacts, they're really good. I almost call them Mazel Tov again. Moral Tech doesn't target, so it's really good. It can pretty much pop any face-up card your opponent. It can pop any face-up card your opponent has, and even if they have Yamato with Hair Engrave, they have to chain the hair, and then you pop another face-up card because it doesn't target, which is so ridiculous. Konami, why? Then you splash in the hands and the trap tricks, and you just have endless plays and endless consistency, and it's so good. Definitely, this and Gergia are probably the 2 best decks this format, in my opinion. Next, I have Trap Tricks, like Trap Trick Hands. I like this better than the Artifact version for the only one reason that I feel like if I play the Artifacts, I'm just gonna draw like 3 artifacts and like Armor Mellow and just infinitely lose. Because I mean, I get the search from Mellow, but then I'm still I'm not gonna draw the Ignition. I'm not gonna draw the Sanctum. I feel like I'm just gonna draw straight up artifacts. And I'm playing as a good player. They're not just gonna start blind spacing my back row because they know that artifacts are gonna be splashed in pretty much every deck out there right now. It makes rank 4s out the ass, searches trap cards that can't be affected by Bottomless or by the Trap Hole Nightmare. It's just really, really good. I find it really like consistent. I've tested the deck before and I really, really like it. And you can play like card, Dictonomy. And you can Soul Charge Mermello and just pop Mad Back Row. It's just such a good card. It's such a good deck overall. The last thing I have is Infernity. Infernity is like it's that deck that you know is there, but like as you start the event, you always forget it's going to be there, and it always sneaks in. It always tops. It's always like there's like at least one Infernity deck, and the guy was like, because they have such a strong combo. Even with Barrier at 1, if they can go set Barrier, set Break, and then have like 4 monsters on board, and be able to do it all again next turn, it's ridiculous. And I think this deck has an amazing Soul Charge, because it's just like ridiculous. Because you just Soul Charge whatever the hell you want. If you have no cards in hand, Archfiend's getting mad searches, and you can search more breaks, and you can search Launcher and Barrier, and it's just a really, really good deck. And if they go first, they tend to win game 1 if they go first, and then it's just uphill battle for your opponent through game 3 because if they win game 2. Sylvans was also on this list originally, but I really do not like Sylvans. I don't think that deck's like really, really that good, and I don't like what's it called? I don't like milling. I don't like milling a lot, which is why I'm kind of deterred from the E-Dragons, but I do like them. Because I mill terribly. Like, I'll play Lightsworns, I'll Solar Recharge, draw 2, and then mill 2 spells. And draw, like, 2, like, Lightsworns and be like, oh, no. It's not... I'm not a good miller. Never have been. Couldn't play Chaos Dragons when that was a deck, because didn't mill good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for playing at Nationals, guys. I want you guys to comment, leave suggestions on what you guys think. And I'll play around with all the ideas I get. And if you guys want to see any videos, you have any suggestions, like you want to see a duel video with any of these decks, you want to see anything like that, comment down below, and I will put up a video for you. That's pretty much it. Thanks, guys. Bye.